Okay, I think I got something to say.
Fantastic.
I think the tips that he gave on how to make a business flourish, the passion that you need, we took extensive notes, we have it recorded, we can listen back to that, take every key concept that he said, and I think in a year's time, if you're not seeing us, doing well with our projects, with our respective companies, if we're not making progress with that, then we haven't learned anything today.
Pleased to have with me today the one and only Baroness Amos.
He's not going to use that anyway. So innovation is absolutely critical. Technology is changing. The way we communicate is changing. The world is changing all the time. We have to not just keep pace, we actually have to think about how we can stay ahead of those changes.
It's really impressive being at an event like this today here. There's no shortage of talent among young black youth in London. It just reaffirms all of that in my mind. Completely inspired, just completely inspired.
So, I think for me the big thing is make sure you find an industry that you find genuinely engaging in industry. So, I find media really interesting. Obviously I watch TV when I'm at home, I go to the cinema, I play games, I find it interesting. And I like finding out what's going on in the business aspect of media. And that means when I get into work, I'm genuinely interested in what we're talking about. And the questions we get asked genuinely interest me. And that means, there's an enthusiasm there, there's a desire to speak to people. And those are the things that will make you do well at your job. So if you can get that core bit right, if you can find something that genuinely gets you out of bed every morning and interests you, and you're thinking about it on your way home, then you'll be absolutely fine once you get into the office. So.
There are a tremendous number of students on the market. There are more students than we've ever had before. So to stand out is difficult. But having said that, the opportunities are legion. The opportunities for young people today are huge. And if you can acquire the skills that are needed, there's a desperate shortage of key skills in digital marketing, in technical areas. And you need to develop the technical skills, but also the people skills. Anyone who's good with technology and good with people is very valuable in today's marketplace, either in a corporate environment or running their own business. And if what you're doing is not giving you fulfillment, it's not really enriching you the way you should, and there's some big challenge that you think you ought to go after, my advice is try it. Go for it, because otherwise you might live a whole life regretting it.
I feel honored getting the opportunity to attend this session, and I was telling Raj that I feel very inspired because I see a lot of young black people who are so successful or know where they want to go, and they seem to have it all together. And I got a few motivational talks, and it came just in time because I've been having a rough time at school as well, so I needed it.
When I was a teenager, I wanted to change the world. Why did I want to change the world? Because I wanted it to be a better place. That is still at the heart of what motivates me right now. I think it's really important to know yourself and to stay true to who you are and to the things that motivate you. And those are core things that are part of our inner being. I think it's important to stay focused, to know where you want to go, to recognize that sometimes you'll be blown off course and that you have to manage that, and that sometimes that's frustrating, it's going to make you feel really down, but also to try and think about the opportunities for learning that come out of that. The journey can be fun. Yes, there are serious parts of it, yes, there's hard work associated with it, but the journey needs to be fun too. Don't forget family, don't forget friends. We need to have balance in our lives, and that balance is incredibly, incredibly important.
Tip is to be purposeful, to find your passion and to be on purpose. And that's easier said than done. And here's my advice on how to do it. Start with being aware of yourself and then being aware of other people. The two go well together. And be in tune with your emotions. Undertake some sort of reflective exercise to be more in touch with who you are and how you're feeling and thinking, and from that base then figure out your purpose, and then you'll be truly passionate about whatever you want to do. If you're truly passionate and it's grounded in who you are and your values, you'll be really successful. do it.
Sure.
Cool. Is it started? Personally, I'm not a member of the Amos Bursary itself, but Carl brought me down today. It has actually been an amazing experience. Everyone's so welcoming. From the moment I got here, I thought I was very apprehensive about coming, but when I got here, everyone just welcomed me like, you know, it was a really good atmosphere and a really good environment. Everyone was so loving and caring.
Don't forget, Barack Obama started as a community organizer. And so his point is that you need to get involved at all stages. You don't go in at the top. Only, as my father said, only grave diggers start at the top. So you start at the grassroots and you build up to where you want to get. It's a long slog, but you get involved that way. Yeah. Well, I'll say what I say to my children. One of the key things that I say to my children is aim very, very high. You may not get there, but you won't get there without aiming high. And the second thing is resilience. We all have terrible tragedies in our lives. Terrible things happen to you. You've got to bounce back from that. So it's not, you don't be undone by a mistake. If you get a 2T on your degree, that's not the end of the world. It may feel like it. If, you know, sometimes a relative dies or you get diagnosed with an illness or whatever, all these horrible things happen to you. And it's how you react to that. That can influence your recovery. It can influence how your relatives feel about the situation. And so many things you can do when it seems as though your back is against the wall. You sit down, you get a piece of paper, and you make a list of what you can do to get out of this mess, apart from hitting the bottle, taking drugs, and, you know, staying in bed for the next 6 days. You might stay in bed for a day or two, but after that, pull off the cover and get back out there, I think.
Yeah, that's very good advice, Susan.
One of the skills that I've definitely taken away today is the importance of networking, and definitely to build your network, stay in contact with people. I was quite fortunate. I mean, everybody here had a story behind them. Everyone, you had something relatable and something to offer, from scholars to even people on that actual Amos Bursary as members, and they're all really interactive. And again, they all had their own story that you could learn something from to keep in contact with. And there's someone like you on this, which is great.
And the other thing I'd add to that is something I think you yourself may have said, George, at the university college thing, which is keep your networks and keep networking. I think that's so important because it really is, this world really is about who you know. You just never know. I mean, I can tell you that all the jobs I've had in my life, I've actually gotten because it's through someone I know that they've recommended me. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, we could have gone on and on. There's so much to talk about, honestly. It was like seeing Colleen going.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Oh wait, is it started already? Yeah, so it's been a really good day. I can't lie. It's been a long day, but overall it's been one of the most beneficial days of my summer. Never took in the appreciation for just how much inspiration and how much motivation you can gain just from the people around you. And the Amos Bursary scholars are definitely people that I definitely aspire to, and hopefully we can even. I'm not even a scholar myself, so it was a friend that even brought me down to this. But yeah, it's been an amazing day, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It doesn't matter, man. People love you. I thought it was fantastic, to be honest. This is my first time being on the conference. I'm part of the newest cohort, the 2016 cohort, and quite frankly, a lot of people were saying that the event was going to be quite good, but I didn't expect it to be this overwhelming. Yeah. There's just so much information thrown at us, and we have to act like the sponge and not the rock, you know, absorb it. It really is great.
The food was great as well. The food was really good.
Like the food?
It was pretty good. It was premium. Like it was good, you know. And refreshments and breaks and everything else. Yeah. It's worth it.
So I think the main thing I'm going to take away today is to be fearless. It was mentioned quite a few times throughout the day from different people, whether it was the Amos Bursary scholars that had gone through the program previously, like in the earlier years, or from, you know, I mean, Andy, Dennis, and from there even Baroness Amos as well. So she gave very practical advice that really and truly the world's your oyster and no goal is beyond our reach. So I think after today, I think I'm just going to take away the idea that I can be fearless and I can truly achieve anything that I set my mind to, whether it be an innovation, creativity, or entrepreneurship. That I should really just put my mind to it and be fearless.
What I will take away from today is just to keep believing in myself and my ability and having the audacity to be successful.
I will say express yourself and be very fearless. Yeah.
Fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.